Hey, so our turkey's been brining all night. We're ready to take it apart and see how it's looking. So our water, pour that off. Take our turkey out of the brine. A little swish. Looking good. Nice and thawed. Look at that, nice and thawed and ready to go. You can tell it's brine because it's a little darker in color. So it's got a nice color from the brown sugar. But take all the stuff out of the inside. Leave that in the bucket. There's the neck. Around the back, the neck side, flap. Take the packet out from there. Give it another rinse with the brine. Take it out of the bucket and we'll finish doing the same. Most important part of doing the bird is clicking the wings back. Hardest part to explain on the phone, but click the wings back. It makes it for a very stable bird. It doesn't flop back and forth. So if you don't have those wings tucked back, makes it so it's flop back and forth a little easier. So I'm going to take this probe out. Don't need that anymore. You aren't going to cook it to 185. And we're going to rinse it out, pat it dry, and stuff it. Rinse away. Cold water. Give it a rinse. Everywhere, inside, outside. They're all rinsed out. Put it back in the bowl. And we'll come back and sterilize the sinks as I've touched with a bunch of raw meat, and then stuff the bird. Okay, so we're gonna pat dry our turkey. We're gonna nice and dry it out, inside and out if we can. Get some moisture out of there. Just kind of go ahead and pat it down. I'm gonna take this piece of fat off. Just cut this piece of fat off. And then we can stuff it. Now you take the legs off if you want to and just use the same holder they have and open it up a little more. That makes it a little easier to get in there. Pat it dry on the top here. This bowl's working great for stuffing the bird. Now you don't have to, use a bowl, you can use another hand if you want to, but this bowl works perfect size. Sometimes you don't have the right size to make it work, but we're going to stuff it since we have the right size. Don't want to stuff it really packed in there, you just want to get it in all directions, all the same area. Some people sew this down, and some people just leave it tucked under like that. That's what I do. I just tuck it under there. So we're going to finish up our turkey here. I put some mirepoix, I don't have any carrots, but carrots, celery, and onions is what mirepoix is with garlic. So I have onions, a little bit of celery, and some garlic down and no carrots. We're going to place our turkey right on top of that mirepoix. All that in. You can use oil, use butter, put it under the skin if you want to. Whatever you want to do on this, but if I can put bacon grease somewhere, it can't hurt that. It can't hurt the meat, that's for sure. So bacon grease, and then salt and pepper. Okay, so we're going to set our decor oven. If you don't have a decor oven, you can use something else, of course, but we're going to use steam roast. But in this case, you could use pure convection sear. If you have convection at your house, convection, that'd be about 3.5 hours. You're using regular bake, like Grandma taught you. That's going to take 6 hours to do, about 4 hours to do this size turkey stuff. So we're going to put steam convection roast to make sure our water was full, which it is. And it'll tell us if it runs out during the roasting process. Close the door, push start, and let it preheat. Once it gets preheated, we'll come back and put the turkey in. So I'll show you where to put the probe. We're just that last inch or so is all that sets the temperature. You want to get in the deepest part of the meat, or in the deepest part of the bird. So notice I took the little automatic probe out of here. It goes to 185. We're only going to set this to 165. You want to go in kind of an angle here where it isn't hitting between the breast and the thigh, and you don't want to hit a bone, not in a bone, just want to get in that position right there, and we're going to plug it into the wall, and away we go. I need some fork. Since we have a a probe in, so we're going to push that and set the temperature for the probe. Temperature for the probe, 165. Push OK. So we're going to pull this bird out and let it rest for about a half hour because the temperature is still going to rise another whole 10 degrees. 165 is plenty done. It'll go to 175 internal temperature and then it'll start to fall back down. So that's what we want to happen here with this bird. So we're going to carve the turkey. And one of the coolest things about turkey is that God made it so you can just cut the legs off and break it right here. And I just identified the brown meat from the white meat. Cool thing, huh? So if you want white meat, you get out with my left hand. If you want dark meat, you get out with the right hand. So we're just going to scoop out all the moist stuffing, the stuff inside the bird that some people like and some people don't. Back side, cut a V here in the white meat, right where the wishbone is. Take out that bit of stuffing also. Wow, nice and moist. There's cornbread stuffings. There's all kinds of stuffings you can use. I like a bread stuffing with a lot of sage, but cornbread, chorizo. Some people don't like stuffing at all. I like stuffing in my bird, but don't have to. It cooks a lot faster if you don't. So there's our white and our dark. We're going to take the legs off. Remember 165, went to 175 and back down. Very usable now, workable, easy to cut. Taking the legs, the drumsticks off, I should say. And the dark meat is, look how tender that is. Wow, beautiful. You don't have to carve that. I usually just cut it in chunks and put that in right off the thigh into the onto the bird, onto the platter. So we're going to do the breast now. I'll cut it off here. So the breast will go down the keel bone, right down the keel bone towards the wishbone. Cut it right there, peel it off. There we go. It's come right off the breast. So we're going to cut it right here, right across the wings. That way it comes off. Boom. Breast is done. So I like to carve it this way. So you see the grain is going this way. So when I cut it against the grain, I just carve the breast that way and I just lay it on the platter with the dark meat and the white meat on top, the dark meat on the bottom, and the legs on both sides. Makes a nice presentation.